Welcome to Bible 182K. This is a history concerning the faithfulness of both kingdoms and their kings. First, the northern kingdom. King Azariah is ill and inquires of Baal if he will get better. Instead, Elijah answers with Yahweh's answer, no. Azariah seeks to apprehend Elijah, but his forces are consumed by fire. As Elijah's ministry draws to a close, Elisha asks for a double portion of Elijah's spirit. Elijah says, well, no God will say yes if you see me go into heaven. Elisha does, observing Elijah hot-rodding into heaven in a fiery chariot. Elijah's ministry was judgmental, particularly fighting evil kings. While Elisha does punish unbearable offenses, Elisha's ministry is mostly about restoration. He captures and releases Aramean invaders, restores bitter water, fixes death stew, rescues widows with floating axe heads and bottomless jars of oil, and multiplies bread. He raises a child back to life, and he even heals an enemy commander, Naaman, of leprosy. Jehu is sent to destroy Ahab's dynasty. Jehu destroys Baal's prophets, but he does not get rid of the high places or return to Jerusalem to worship, which remain Israel's bugaboos. When a dead Israelite is hastily thrown onto Elisha's grave, the man is revived. All kings of Israel from here forward, however, are evil, so Yahweh will send the Assyrians. Now Judah's kings. Jehoshaphat is as cool as his name sounds. Joash becomes a faithful king who repairs the temple but does not remove the high places. King Uzziah/Azariah is a good king, but his son Ahaz is terrible. Ahaz practices child sacrifice and moves the bronze altar from the temple to a high place in Damascus. Thankfully, King Hezekiah is faithful, and he starts by destroying the high places. In return, Yahweh helps him. The Assyrian king attacks Jerusalem, hurls insults at Yahweh, but the Lord delivers Hezekiah. When Hezekiah falls ill, the Lord heals him. Unfortunately, his son Manasseh worships other gods in Yahweh's temple, and Yahweh will promise to descend the Babylonians. Josiah was a faithful king of Judah. He orders the temple to be restored, and in the process discovers the lost Torah. King Manasseh and Amon are so terrible they forgot and lost Israel's constitution. Josiah demolishes false places of worship and rids the land of male prostitutes and idolatry. Unfortunately, the kings after him do even more evil, and eventually the Babylonians will come. Even a couple of good kings do not really turn the nation around, so Yahweh employs more severe forms of punishment. But remember, Yahweh has been regularly rescuing both kingdoms all along the way. And Elijah's mantle passing to Elisha foreshadows John the Baptist and Jesus. The Elijah who was to come, John the Baptist, prepared the way by practicing law, preaching law and repentance. Jesus comes to restore God's people after they too have repented.